Jackie's Lament. Well, if didn't you know, a long time ago, there once was an old boy named Jackie. He was a liar and thief, who the locals believed had only one earthly desire, but to be mean and unkind, and to rob all folks blind, and to just be the torment of others. They say the day he was born, a great harvest was scorned, and his birth brought the death of his mother. They say in his 50th year, the devil appeared and joined Jackie at a barroom table. He said, "Jackie, how are you? Let's go sit at the bar, huh? But Jackie, if only you're able." So to the bar they went over, of course, before closure. He said, "Hi, give us 2 pints of porter." Jackie said, "Whoa, that's as far as I go. I can't mirror the price of that order." "Relax," said the devil. "Just allow me to meddle. Sure, what if I made you a deal? Take as much and of more than your thirst can endure. Don't let all of this drink lose appeal. I'll disguise as the gold that the bartenders owed, but you must attract his attention. And from the register drawers to your pocket, of course, I will bounce to end this our deception." Well, Jackie says, "Right, you'd better take flight, and then into my pocket you'll go." And the devil says, "Whoa, there is this you should know. You must first give me rights to your soul." But Jackie was cursed by the size of his thirst, and says, "Jesus, I've agreed to things stranger." But Jackie says, "Here, come on and pay for the beers." You see, Jackie pays no heed to danger. So the devil gets to it and says, "Jackie, I knew it. He's the devil and not just some imposter. But I gave him control of my very own soul for the price of 3 glasses of porter." He says, "Damn him to feck," takes the cross from his neck, and he puts it straight into his pocket. And the devil, unknowing, with his plan still ongoing, well, he follows it in like a rocket. Well, the devil lets out a terrible shout and says, "Jackie, please help me, I'm trapped. You've Christ on a cross, now all powers I've lost. How could you be so religiously apt?" Well, Jackie says, "Well, it was the promise of hell that promoted my fiendish behavior. But are you really surprised? Sure, you know what I'm like. I'll torment you with my own Lord and Savior." He says, "Jackie, release me, and do it at once. May I warn to avoid provocation." Jackie says, "Shush, you really should hush, and spare me this intimidation. Allow me to reveal a shiny new deal, whereby you will have to wait for my soul. And in addition to that, I'll take my life back, and not die till I'm 80 years old." So without any ease, the devil agrees and returns to his natural state. Jackie's charm had expired, but he gets his desire. As for the devil, until then he must wait. Then 10 years did go past, and Jackie at last was working a field in West Kerry. He's got a bow in his back and survived 2 heart attacks. But apart from that, he's quite merry. For at one moment alone, with a sudden chill to the bone, he was met with a familiar acquaintance. A voice says, "Hey Jack, I said I'd be back. Don't you know I've incredible patience?" Jackie says yes, as if almost in jest. "I'll be with you as soon as I'm finished." As he leaned in a tree, he says, "Could you believe this work leaves me terribly famished?" The devil says, "Friend, now don't you pretend that you're hungry to evade our agreement. For your soul should be mine. Did I not wait a long time? Now enough, you've enjoyed your achievement." But Jackie's long stare was eyeing a pear on the branch of the tree he was under. Well, the devil got cross. Jack's attention he lost, for the fruit had his mind on a wander. Well, the devil gives in and cries out to him, "Okay, Jackie, I'll get you a pear. But let's make it quick. I mean lickety-split. Let's agree that just one will be fair. I'll shoot up that branch with a hop and a dance and fetch you the prettiest fruit. But when I do return, agree it's your turn to join me as a hellish recruit. Jackie agrees, and the devil then flees up the tree to the juiciest pear, while the devil decides, according to size, to which no one other compares. I guess all things went quiet, and that October night, he looked down from the fruit he was viewing. Well, the devil looked down with a terrible frown and says, "Jack, what on earth are you doing?" Well, Jackie had taken the edge of his knife and made carvings all over the bark. 12 big crosses, old prayers and some gospels. Just some things that he knew off by heart. And the devil said, "Jack, I brought the pear back, and this is how now you repay me. On the branch of a tree, you again have trapped me, for the reason I'm sure I'll soon see." Well, Jackie says, "Listen, I know that your mission is but only to capture my soul. Yes, I could stay, or easily say, good night and just take myself home. But my life has gone cold, and I've nowhere to go. You know death, as of now, has appealed. So if I was to free you from this tree, do you think we could cut a new deal?" The devil then says, "Okay, and without any delay, says your soul is no longer for taking. And I tell you as fact, I won't take it back, a deal that I swear never breaking. But Jackie, your knees, you must drop to them, please. I'm afraid that your life can't continue. There's a gentleman there at the top of the stairs, and he will judge whatever good is left in you." Well, Jackie says, "Cheers, and thanks for the beers, the pear, and all else that I owe her." He cut the bark to the ground, and the devil climbed down. Jackie says, "I guess we'll leave it at that, yeah?" And the devil says, "Right, I bid you good night, wishing luck on a spiritual endeavor." And says, "Jackie, you're good. I never thought that you could be so sly and so fiendishly clever." Well, then all of a sudden, Jackie was stood on a celestial staircase, let's say. Heading up was the light, and below not so bright. It was obvious to him the right way. Well, Jackie did climb, and it took him some time, but at the top was a beautiful gate, where St. Peter would meet him, you'd assume just to greet him, and proceed to his heavenly fate. Well, Jackie says, "Petey, it's a pleasure to see. Can I ask you the price of admission?" Well, Peter says, "Whoa, Jackie, didn't you know? Your fate's been a long-made decision. Now, this assumption you're under, did you not ever wonder that in here you'd have every restriction? For you've embarrassed your Saviour with your fiendish behaviour, and we say this with utmost conviction." Well, Jackie fell ill with a terrible chill and says, "Peter, please change your decision." "You must leave now," says Peter. "I've good folks to see here, and note that there'll be no revision." Well, Jackie collected what was left of his strength, and without an appeal for his case, down he did go with a barrel of woe to where he started his climb with this taste. Into darkness he fell, and saw the fires of hell, and thought, maybe I'll go see the devil. Perhaps he will be kind. Has he kept me in mind? Sure, was he not heaven's first own rebel? In a terrible state, Jackie lands at the gate, and the devil is standing there smiling. He says, "Jackie, how are you? I'd say not so well, huh? Sure, 'twas only a matter of timing." He says, "I hope you're not thinking that I'm sat in here drinking, wondering if you'll ever come join me. Honestly, Jack, there's no going back. Now go away and stop trying to annoy me." But Jackie says, "Please," and he drops to his knees. "I really don't know what to do. I was hoping, despite me, you'd gladly invite me to spend time eternal with you." Well, the devil says, "No. Now away you must go. A deal is a deal. Where's your honor? My word is my bond. And now, Jackie, move on. I'm afraid it's out there you must wander." "But devil, I'm scared, and my vision's impaired. Can you not do me some kind of favor?" The staircase is black. I can't find my way back. To which way, there is no indicator. With a grunt and a hiss, he says, "Here, take this," and he tosses him a piece of hellfire. "Now go find your track and make your way back. That flame there will never expire." Well, Jackie says, well, neither heaven nor hell can provide me the warmth of a tavern, and takes the turnip he's hollowed with the fire he's borrowed, and he fashions himself a small lantern. Now from the gold shores of Kerry to the stone walls of Derry, folks are privy to Jackie's return. And on Halloween night, you might see the sight of the bonfires the people do burn. Superstition serves well, for Jackie may dwell near your home on this annual occasion. For ceremonial fires, all treats and desires will draw Jackie to your very location. Now you'll do well to learn that your primary concern should be the lantern that burns on your table, for Jackie has limits as to where he can visit. If he sees one, his entry's disabled. You see, Jackie's a pest. He's your unwanted guest. Once he finds you, he never will leave. So you could carve up a pumpkin, or perhaps just do nothing. Could just be a story that some folks believe. But to say one thing's for certain, you could look out your curtain and see a dim light at the gate. Well, that's Jackie, all right. You know he walks through the night, singing a song called Dinner at 8.